Private Eyes, another one. I just did. This is the second Hall and Oates cover I did this morning, and it was nice to take a break just to learn a couple of songs that I was able to put together fairly quickly. Neat song. I don't know if anyone remembers. At one time, Hall and Oates were as big as a band could get. They were, all over MTV. Selling out arenas, all over the place. And I forget who, and I think the bass player I should have done my homework, but I never do. I think this is T-Bone Wolk on this song. And I'm not sure if this is the first album he played on, but I hope it is. But a friend of mine told me a story. He was kind of a local guy. From the Hudson Valley, I think, at least. But I don't know if it was my friend Ed Solon or Peter Moshe, who engineers over at the Daryl Hall's studio. One of them told me a story that Daryl Hall was flying into Newark or something and needed someone to pick him up. And I guess he asked T-Bone to pick him up at the airport. And T-Bone, his car was like an old country squire station wagon. Like, it was all beat up and, had like wood, that fake wood paneling on the side. And supposedly T-Bone pulled up in front of the airport, and Daryl Hall was like, it didn't have any air conditioning or something like that. And Daryl Hall was like, why'd you drive this? And T-Bone said something like, well, you could walk back if you want. So I'm just, I should get someone to retell me the story. I'm sure I'm missing some details or making some up. Anyway, I'm going to play along with... There is an isolated bass track, and sometimes I almost wish I hadn't listened to it, because during the verses I was doing... I was hitting, but listening to the isolated bass track, the bass isn't going along with the bass drum at all. The bass is going. You'll hear it, but what the bass is doing is following the piano part exactly, and that's what I'm going to play to, his isolated piano part. I'm not doing the isolated bass track because at the end it gets distorted or something. I'll put a link to both the piano track and the bass track. Might need to turn my bass down a little.
What did I say before about when I listened to the isolated bass track? What I did was when I initially learned the song, just along with the recording, I was putting in a lot more beats than I needed to. The bass line is a lot more open than I was playing it. So once I listened to the isolated track, it was more difficult to not play some of those notes that I had gotten used to playing, because it seemed to lock in a lot better with the drums. That's it.